Dr. Cindy Davis Evans of The Cindy Davis Show. My guest today is an accomplished dancer and celebrity choreographer. She is starring in the new Netflix series Dance 100. Welcome to the show, the talented Miss Celine Boom Edmondson. So, hey, Celine, how are you?
Hi, Cindy, I'm good. How are you? Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So, wow, you've been doing a lot over the years. Tell me why, how did you get the name Boom?
So my mentor gave me that name at the age of 13 because I used to hit all of my dance moves really, really hard. So he would just call me Boom. But then now I feel like that name has stuck because it really speaks to my presence when I enter a space and I'm just like, boom.
Well, it stuck, huh? That's great. How did you get started in choreography?
I got started in choreography at the University of the Arts. I took a student choreography class there, and I would just set and do a lot of pieces with my friends. And then professionally, as a Brooklyn dancer, I started to choreograph a lot of the routines that we did on court, as well as perform them.
Okay. So how did your family feel about you going into dance?
So they weren't too fond of it because I did have a full ride scholarship to the University of Connecticut, but I said no to that in order to pursue my dreams. And, any family just wants their child to pursue something like being a doctor or a lawyer, but that really fueled me to be successful in my career and show them that I could really do this.
Absolutely. So how do they feel now?
They're super supportive now.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. You work with a lot of heavy hitters. Who was your favorite to work with?
Lil Kim has probably been my favorite artist to work with so far because she's just so down to earth and so sweet. And she comes into rehearsal really wanting to know the choreography and get it perfectly.
Yeah. What is your vision for a dance routine? What is your goal? Is it for the audience? Is it for the dance? Is it for entertainment? What is the goal?
So it's all the above, honestly. I want the audience to feel inspired and I want the audience to be engaged and entertained, but I also want it to feel good on the dancers' bodies and to feel good for the dancers to perform it. So it becomes a very immersive experience for the watcher, for the viewer and for the performer.
Mm-hmm. So how does that work? How do you choreograph? How do you choreograph and dance at the same time?
So in my creative process, first and foremost, the music comes first. The music and the concept come first. And I can't even put into words how that happens in my brain or in my mind's eye. But in rehearsal, I'll teach the step and then I will put myself in the formation so that when it comes time to perform, the dancers know where I am or I know where I am. It becomes a very collaborative effort.
So how does that work? Is that challenging for you?
I would say that it's not as challenging for me anymore because I'm so used to doing it. It's like riding a bike. It's very second nature for me.
Wow. And so, but you do choreograph for you are a Brooklynette, right?
Correct.
Brooklynette, excuse me.
Yes,
I do. You do their choreography. How does that work for you? How do you balance your life with everything that's going on?
Being a professional dancer, dance tends to become your life. Your work becomes your life as an artist. And that's why a lot of us say, work doesn't feel like work because we're so passionate about it, but the balancing comes from just day to day. One day I might be teaching and then have to go to rehearsal. And sometimes I might forget to eat, which is why I love to cook for myself when I get home.
But you have time to cook.
I know, right? When do I have time? I get that question all the time. But, in this age of self-care, finding time for yourself and finding time to pour into oneself is really important. And cooking is one of those ways that I do that.
What's your favorite food to cook?
I would say that, wow, that's a hard question. But my oxtails, bust.
Oh, good. Did you say oxtails? Where are you from?
Well, my father's from Jamaica, so I'm half Jamaican. Yeah.
Okay. So you like to cook the oxtails, and what What goes with your oxtails? Greens? I like oxtails and greens.
Greens. Yeah, sometimes I'll make some, Jamaican cabbage. I have some rice
Oh,
and peas or white rice. Or if I'm really feeling like I need some like real soul filling food, I'll make my nice mac and cheese.
oh, okay. That sounds good.
Yeah.
How long have you been a Brooklynette and a choreographer for the team?
So I was a Brooklynette for 7 seasons. I am now the assistant coach of the team, but this is my 8th season with the organization. And I'd say that I've been choreographing for them since my 3rd season. So I want to say about 5 years now.
Wow, that is a long time. Girl, you are busy. I want to go back to your dance. Who influenced you to dance? Who were your influences growing up?
I would say that my culture is, my father's from Jamaica and my mom's side, they're from Laos, which is a country in Southeast Asia. And so those two cultures are very vibrant and heavy on both the food and the music and the dance. And so I think growing up in households that really put an emphasis on music is what inspired me to dance.
Mm-hmm. So tell us about what your role is in in Netflix Dance 100.
So we have an exciting show coming out on March 17th called the Dance 100, and I am one of 8 choreographers competing for $100,000. And we are not only choreographing, but we also are performing in all of our dances.
Okay, and who is going to be dancing with you, or who are the other choreographers?
So the other choreographers, if I'm able to name them, are Keenan Cooks, Max Pham, Akira Armstrong, Yannick Arsenal, and Rex Klein and Rudy Garcia. Oh, sorry. I was like, wait, I don't want to miss anybody now. But yes, we've competed against each other, but honestly, I've made some lifelong friends within that group. And we are choreographing on 100 dancers. So you can only imagine how challenging that might have been. But I'm really excited to watch the show.
Wow, that is exciting. I can't wait to watch it too. You're gonna have some stiff competition there. How do you think that what are you gonna bring to the table you think that's gonna win you that $100,000?
Honestly, my personality and my sass and my swag, my boom factor, I'm bringing that to the stage. And I'm excited for the audience to see that.
I want to go back a little bit. I hear that you're big on female unity. Why is that important for you?
It's super important for me to have female unity, especially in this industry, because it's so dominated by the male gaze, like we're always competing against each other or putting women against other women. And I feel like if we were just come together, we could get so much further.
Have you experienced anything like people who kind of dishing you or whatever?
I have, with artists, it's become a stigma in the dance community where some people, where people might say, oh, when you dance for a female artist, you shouldn't be better than her. And so that is true. And I've experienced, working with artists who might not like that the dancers are dancing better than them and might want to cut them. Or I've experienced working with a choreographer who didn't like that the artist took to my fancy, and it's all been women. And so in those scenarios, for example, for the artist who wanted to cut the dancers, she put her ego down, and we were able to smash the show. And it was awesome because she's a female artist with a female choreographer with female dancers behind her, and we were able to put on an amazing show. So
yeah. So hopefully you won't experience a whole lot of that stuff going on Dance 100. I'm sure you won't. So tell me, who do you want to work with that you've not worked with yet?
I would love to work with Chris Brown. I haven't been able to work with him yet, but he's my dream artist.
Oh, Chris Brown. Why is that?
Well, Chris Brown is just an amazing artist. He can sing, he can act, he can dance, he can draw, he can do it all. And I'm just a fan of his music and his artistry.
Wow. That is wonderful. That is wonderful. Well, I want to congratulate you on all of your success. I pray that you win. I hope that you win. And I don't know how you do it all, but God bless you.
Thank you so much, Cindy. I really, really appreciate it.
So tell me one last thing. What can we expect from Dance 100?
Y'all can expect a show that you've never seen before. There's nothing like it, and just expect super phenomenal dance pieces and for it to blow your socks off.
Wow. Well, I'm looking forward to it, and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.